This is News Center at 5.
The 21st through the 23rd. The event is now in its third year. It's put on by the Greater Portland Convention and Visitors Bureau, and Barbara Whitten is here this morning from the Bureau to tell us what's back at the festival, what's new, some changes that have been made. Good morning, Barbara.
Good morning.
So for those who may not be familiar with the festival, as it is only in its third year, it's Harvest on the Harbor is sort of an umbrella title for a series of events that happen, right?
Correct.
You can't really buy a ticket for Harvest on the Harbor.
Right.
Each event sort of stands on its own, right?
Right. There are 6 events that people can come to.
You want to run through them?
Well, it starts off, our new event this year is the Seafood Splash, and that's on Thursday around noontime. So anybody that wants to have the ultimate seafood bash will certainly want to come to that. Raw oysters, smoked salmon, lobster, shrimp, crab, all of that, along with some wonderful crisp white wines to go along with it. So that's our first event.
And that's new this year.
That's brand
not
new this year.
Yeah. Before.
Yeah. And then the signature event, the Grand Tasting on the Harbor, which is Thursday evening. That's 20 chefs and about 23 different wineries, breweries, or spirit companies. And it's a nice sampling of all the different restaurants in the area and some wonderful wines. And we have some really special boutique wines this year, some really wines that people might not have had a chance to try before. So that'll be something you won't want to miss.
Now, the Marketplace, which is Saturday, is kind of the big event. I went to it 2 years ago, the first year of the event, had a blast. Went last year and had a good time, too.
Yep.
But in some ways, you were kind of a victim of your own success in that second year, in that so many people got tickets that there were long lines to get in, and then when people got in, it was very, very crowded. And I know you had some people walk away disappointed, but I understand you've taken some steps to address that this year.
Well, you know, it's wonderful that people from all over Maine, and not only Maine, but all corners of the United States have come here. 22 states already have signed up to buy tickets, and so it is great that that many people want to come, and we want to make sure this year that they have a most amazing experience. And so we've doubled the session, so you can come at noontime, or you can come later in the afternoon for 2 different sessions. There is going to be the largest selection of wine in all of northern New England ever put together under one pavilion. And speaking of pavilions, we have a 300-foot by 80-foot pavilion this year.
That's bigger than last year.
It's twice the size of last year. And so with 2 sessions and twice the size and 3 or 4 times as much wine, I think everybody's going to have a great time.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Now, the Lobster Chef of the Year competition, of course, is always popular, and I understand that has already sold out, so it's too late to get tickets. But that was quite a coup for you to be able to get that event for Harvest on the Harbor, because previously it was always done at the Blaine House. And now it's kind of nice because more people can participate.
Absolutely, and getting the word out there that this is the best time of year to have Maine lobster, because a lot of people like it in the summertime, and we kind of forget about it in the fall and in the winter season, and so it's really the best time of year to get lobster.
Now, most of these events that we've talked about so far happen at the Ocean Gateway Terminal, and they're sort of set events at set times. But there are also things happening throughout town, right? A lot of the restaurants and food shops and so forth have events of their own.
Absolutely. This whole event really is to draw people here into the community, to dine out, to experience some of our restaurants. So our evening events really end, you know, pretty early so that people can go out and dine. There's some foodie tours going on. There's the Maine Farmland Trust is running some movies at the Maine College of Art, so you can learn about farming in Maine, culture and food. So there's a lot of other activities going on, as well as dining and shopping and, you know, the traditional eating out in the restaurants,
And Portland certainly is known for its food, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And much of Maine, but Portland in particular.
Well, we're trying to grow that. This is a culinary destination, and we're really trying to get the word out there that Maine, with our 4 James Beard Award-winning chefs, which is also another event that we have this year. We have 4 James Beard Award-winning chefs all on one stage on Friday evening, and we're going to pair some perfect wines with their appetizers.
All right, you can find a whole list of all of these events at harvestontheharbor.com. Of course, we'll have a link to that on our websites as well. Barbara, thank you for coming in. Good luck with this year's event, and we'll talk to you.